I think the #1 issue was definitely funding. Hey guys, it's your girl Beauty Fit Desi. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be talking about all things girl and all things boss. Guys, I am coming up on the launch of a new business venture that I am so excited to tell you guys about. I have been working on it for like the past 4 months now, and it is finally about to launch, guys. At this time, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. As you guys know, my channel is very new and it is still growing, so any subscriptions help, any likes help, any comments help, any love that you can give will absolutely help with the growth of my channel. So yeah, let's just get right into this video. Where should I start this story? So at the beginning of this pandemic situation, I made the conscious decision to quit my job, and I said, I'm going to start working from home. I'm going to pitch my own business and my own services, and I'm going to make myself lots of money doing what I love to do. Period. So I decided to begin selling meal plans online, vegan only, of course. I decided to do that, guys, because I have been vegan for 3 years now, but I have been vegetarian before that for 3 years. So it's almost about 6 years that I've been plant-based. I'm very, very passionate about working out and creating the body that you are happy with, both aesthetically and also performance-wise. So for those of you guys who also don't know, I also have competed as a vegan figure competitor. I did really, really great in them. Like, the first one was a flop. The second competition that I did, I actually placed 2nd and 3rd place. And then the last competition that I did, I cleared the board, guys. Okay, I took home every single trophy that there was for the girls. Like, I swept that show. With that being said, I just felt like, okay, I can help people accomplish their vegan goals or their body goals while helping them do it with the plant-based diet. So like I said, I've been creating these meal plans since about April, but I just honestly felt like they weren't up to my standards. I did the best that I could to make them as beautiful and to make them as informational as I possibly could. The meal plans that I was offering before, they were nice, but like I said, I just wasn't really happy with them, and I knew that my clients weren't happy with them. Like, I could just feel it. Like, you ever go to like get your hair done and your nails done, and your beautician turns you around to face the mirror, and you're like so excited, like, oh my gosh, I'm finished, and then she turns you around and you're just like you have like this half smile on your face because you don't want to make the beautician feel bad, but in your head you're just like, this is not what I wanted. That's pretty much what I felt like was happening with my clients. Like, I could just feel their unsatisfaction. I felt like people weren't repurchasing from me, and I wasn't receiving like positive feedback. Like, once people got the product, they just went ghost. So I knew that something was missing, and me personally, like, I'm not just going to ignore the problem and just keep trying to sell people piss poor products. I'm going to fix them and just change the game altogether. In August of this year, a company reached out to me and they offered to help me create my own custom vegan meal plan app. I was extremely excited about this because I knew that it was something that I needed for my business. So the name of my business is BEAUTIFITNESS. The app itself is from the BEAUTIFITNESS website, and when you download it and everything, it will read on your phone as BEAUTIFITNESS. Oh my gosh. In order for you to even get your meal plan, you have to input all of your physical information, your height, your weight, your age, your body fat percentage. It also asks you for your preferences. Do you like spicy food or do you have allergies? And it even gets so specific, guys, to even ask you like, how many times a day do you want to eat? And how many times a day or how many times a week do you actually even want to work out? So it is like really pinpoint specific in terms of the results that it delivers. There's no cookie cutter business. There's no generic meal plan that, like, you know, there's 5 groups groups and then you fit here and you fit here and you fit here. Like, no, everything is different depending on exactly what you put in, and I am so proud of that. So I just wanted to also talk to you guys about like some issues that I ran into upon creating this app. I think the number one issue was definitely funding. The app was a few $1,000s to put together. When I initially started this app, guys, like, see, my story consistency is real. I be telling y'all the whole truth, because if you watch my last video and I told you how little bit of money I had before I invested in this, then you would really understand what I'm talking about. If you have not watched that video, you should definitely go watch that. Earlier this summer, my funds were this big. Like, I had no bread. I'm talking to these people and they're telling me like, you're gonna need this amount of money by this time. I tried to be very honest with them. Like, I was like, listen, I don't have that right now. I had to come up with funds, guys. This is where the grace of God really came into my life. Just through my openness to receive from God, I really feel like over the months, he just kept providing for me and kept providing for me and allowing me to have the resources that I needed to pay for this app. Also, another thing that I did was I created a GoFundMe. I would honestly say I put up like about 75% of the money for the app from my own personal funds. And then I decided to create a GoFundMe where I invited close friends and family to donate and to give to help support me in this business venture. And I'd just like to take the time right now to say thank you to anyone that may be watching who did help and donate to my GoFundMe. I would not be sitting here right now with this big smile on my face if it was not for your help. Another issue that I ran into upon creating my app was the consistency needed to just get this thing developed. I mean, whenever you're working on any project, it takes your attention away from other things. So, you know, if you're in school and you have a paper to write or you have a project to do, you already know that you're going to have to dedicate a certain amount of time to that thing to get it done and to get it done well. Well, the same thing happens when you have a business. You may have all of these other things going on in your life already, but if you want this business to come into fruition, you have to dedicate the time to it. And that was one of the things that I definitely kind of slacked off on, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this project could have been done a lot sooner if I would have been more committed with my time. Like, if you are gonna start a business, if you are gonna get yourself into any project, make sure that you are dedicated from the jump and make sure that you stay dedicated throughout the time that it takes to create your project. And the last obstacle that I think I can really say that was like a valid obstacle was probably just fear and doubt. I mean, it's not a physical, tangible obstacle, but it's definitely one that stops many of us from doing the things that we want to do in life. Fear blocks many blessings and fear kills a lot of dreams. I absolutely 100% have had the thought or the idea like, you know, what if nobody buys it? What if I'm investing all of this money and I don't get my money back, you know, or, you know, it just really sucks or something, like, you know? Investing is a gamble. If you ask any financial advisor, they will tell you that there are levels to this monetary game and that you should not be investing while you're in the debt stage, which is exactly what I did. It's very risky to invest while you are in the debt stage of your financial pyramid, because if your investment does not give you the return that you expected to, then you might be worse off than you were before you made the investment. But for me personally, and my conviction behind it was, I was already doing bad where I was at. So I really had nothing to lose. I feel like, listen, God blessed me with this money. The best thing that I can do with it is try to make it work for me and work in my favor. If you guys have ever read the Bible or know the story of the three, I think they were servants who received money from their master, and one servant received $500, the other servant received like $1,000, and the next servant received $5,000. And the servant that received $5,000 took that money and he flipped it and brought back more money for his master. The servant who had $1,000 did the same thing. He like doubled it and brought back $2,000. And the servant that had $500 decided to take that money and store it under a rock. When his master came back and asked him, you know, like, why didn't you do anything with the money? Why did you just leave it there? He said that, you know, he was afraid that he would lose it, or he was afraid that something would happen or someone would come steal it. So he just decided to hide it. And his master told him that that was the most foolish thing that you could ever do, and I will no longer give you any type of provisions because you don't know what to do with it. So the Bible encourages us to take the things that we are given and multiply them. And you guys know that I'm so big on my faith, and if the Bible says it's a go, then it's a go. Another piece of advice that I would give to you guys when it comes to starting a venture is to make sure that it's something that you are 100% passionate about. Like, if it was not for the fact that I love animals so much and I want people to stop harming them, I would not have invested this money. I would not have kept going with the process. I probably wouldn't even have an Instagram that's specifically dedicated to veganism. My consistency and my development within this niche is because it's something that I'm passionate about. On those days when I am not motivated, and on those days when I'm worried or just unoptimistic, it is my purpose and it is my calling to this specific field that keeps me going. Guys, the Beauty Fitness app will be available for launch on Monday, November 30th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can follow the business page at I Am Beauty Fitness on Instagram. And you can also subscribe to the email list by clicking the link in my description box. Once you sign up for the email list, you will get notifications about when the app launches and other discounts and details that I'll have in the future. You guys can also follow me on Instagram at BeautifitDesi. If you guys ever have any questions about the vegan lifestyle and you know it kind of seems a little unobtainable for you, just leave a comment below and you can ask me any questions and I will make sure to get back to you with an answer. And that is all for now, guys. I will see you guys on Monday for the app launch. I am so excited to say that, guys. I love you so much and I'll see you guys later.